gonna eat something wrong, and it's gonna take me out. But as long as I die doing what I enjoy and love, then you know what? Worth it. Caracol. Oh, the delusions. Oh, and another hydrate. Thank you. Nitrosamines, which are carcinogenic. Ooh. That is really interesting. I mean, yeah, my husband hits me with a lot of like food science-y stuff all the time. And sometimes I'm like, love of my life, I just needed to have like a yes or no on whether or not I should put these bananas in the freezer. Meanwhile, he's like, it's because the water penetrates through the skin and the myoglobins and the things. And I'm like, that's great. Should I freeze these bananas? Oh. And an art thief who got a degree from Harvard while in prison. It's just... That's so beautiful. So great. Oh. That's what you meant by delusions. That's fantastic. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna die anyway. YOLO. Oh yeah, I did martial arts as a kid, so my favorite martial artist was actually Jackie Chan. Huge Jackie Chan fan as a kid. Rush Hour, Rumble in the Bronx, all of it. So good. Even the tuxedo, okay? I like Jackie Chan. He's a cool dude. I'll say, I just need a burger. The Seven Signs of the Apocalypse is the first movie co-starring Seagal and Lito. Oh no, Drake. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Sin. What kind of pizza did you bring back? Did you wait long? I asked Vivi to head back. You should be back soon. How do you like this village? Pretty different from the castle, I bet. Yes. The kids are very energetic, and there are so many things to see. Oh, Zakif. I don't know. I'm currently running the Moguri Mod, so I'm not sure if any of like the regular cheats might work. I'm just kind of playing vanilla, and it's my first playthrough, so I'm just kind of rolling with what the game gives me. And then I'm not trying to do any exploits. Oh, without Moguri? Oh yeah, I'll say. I mean, they did great with the character remasters, I think. Ooh, pepperoni. Yeah. Yes, the kids are very energetic, and there's so many things to see. I've never walked around so freely before in my life. But where are all the adults? Yeah. I mean, there are a couple. There's the mayor, the innkeeper man, the old lady out in the farm, that guy over in the wind. Like, there's a lot of adults. I used to see them tending the farm next to the village. But that farm is tiny. Yeah. There's something strange going on. They mention those, like, weird markings. We'll leave once Vivi gets back. But what about Steiner? I have a good plan for crossing Southgate. I love how he's just not even... He's like, Steiner, who's that? Maybe if we just don't talk about him, she'll forget and we could leave him behind. Oh, yeah. I do like the art style. I didn't know if I would because... in the past, I think I had seen snippets of cutscenes, and I was like, wow, why are all the people so short? But now that I'm playing the game, I'm like, oh, they're just charming. And not everyone's short. It's gonna be easy. They're not looking for the rest of us, so we'll just hide you. Forget about Rusty. Leave everything to me. Queen Brane's Steiner. Firewood stacking duties are complete. Oh, he was he was in here. I await your command. It's my job to clean the bar. Why are you doing all this? Sorry. Well, now that you have the time, would you introduce me to some adults like your father? My father won't be back until nightfall. All the other men are also working. They don't come here during the day. Pubs are supposed to be a prime source of information. I need not ask an adult. Let me ask you a question. I need to know about what transportation method people use in this village. I cannot tell you the reason, but there is someone I must escort to the castle. She doesn't want to go. Are you from Alexandria Castle? Indeed. I command the Queen's Knights of Pluto. I mean, there's not very many of them, though. One of them wants to quit and become a fantasy writer. I mean, they're not all cracked up to be that great. This Steiner's a dork. Right. It works. Oh, yeah. I think they did a wonderful job. I mean, even back then. I mean, look at it. It's pretty dang gorgeous. Crimson Cow, welcome on in. I did, yeah. I like the blue more than the gray. I think it's easier on the eyes. I am Adalbert Steiner, captain of the Knights of Pluto. Knights of Pluto? Oh. Well, if you're from the castle, I guess it's okay to tell you. Please go to the observatory on top of a mountain on the outskirts of the village. I already did that. An old man named Morid lives there. Yeah, but I gotta bring him coffee. He takes care of the cargo ship. Cargo ship? So, that piece of junk flies to this village? Thank you. Wait. Yes? Thank you for cleaning. Nay, it is I who should thank you for your assistance. I must make haste. Yeah, better on the eyes. As it turned out, it didn't matter that we snuck into their mansion. Wait. What is he talking about? I think we caught him in the middle of a story. The game is so colorful and cheery. Yeah. But the kings were hiding something in their mansion. What's wrong? Am I boring you? Oh no, your story is very interesting. But I'm concerned about Vivi. Why isn't he back yet? We saw him get snatched. You're right, he is late. I'm not worried about Steiner, but Vivi, I'm not so sure about. Yeah, we sent Vivi back here before we sent Dagger. Let's go look for him. I was wondering when we were finally gonna go see about poor kidnapped Vivi. Wizard Oak, what's up? Happy Friday. Good to see you. She hates the story for sure. Sounds lame. It's weird how they give her like a little name change in the middle of the game though. Because I got so used to calling her Garnet, and then all of a sudden she was like, I'm Dagger now! Okay. Sure. Oh, no, 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 no. Didn't mean to do that. It's fine. It's okay. Whoops. I thought he was just gonna say the same thing that he said earlier when he was like, oh, I'm just daydreaming, don't worry about it, even though I know he's lying to me. Hey kids, where's Vivi? Did you see a little boy with a tall hat? A boy? I didn't see him. But did one of you see him? I haven't asked the blue one. Come here, little blue one. We don't have to work the farm because of them. Them? I wonder out loud. Okay, yeah, I don't need to buy anything in here. We already bought everything we needed. Ragnats! Ahoy, oi! Welcome on in! Happy Friday! Rochi, they're full of shiz. Yeah, these kids totally know what Vivi is. I don't even like them like running up close to me because I feel like they're gonna steal all my money. A new volunteer at a youth club that you work at. Oh, you get to volunteer? Getting ready for an annual kite flying event. That sounds cool. I've only been able to fly kites a couple of times. Wait a minute. Last time I saw Vivi, he was standing over there. Yes, and then we asked Vivi to go back to the inn. Do you need me to jog your memories, Adon? The only boys I know are the ones running over there. Ah! Oh, Garnet. What? I mean, Dagger. Gosh dang it. Her name's Dagger now. Why did you stop, Zidane? Zidane! Oh, I can't even pronounce anybody's names. Oh, goodness. Reset brain. If only there were an actual button. It's the 1700s, so probably just give you smallpox. Oh, no. I'm the mayor of this village. And he's still making us leave. Okay, never mind. I don't want to cause any trouble before we find Vivi. Let's go. Okay. Dang it, I thought maybe if I brought Dagger, he'd finally let us in. Vivi said he heard a chocobo here. Is someone crying? I mean, it sounds like it all. It's coming from the hole. Vivi? Is it done? Vivi, where are you? Are you underground? Can you move? They told me to stay here. Oh, So the kids. I think the kids are really mean. Oh, yeah, I don't follow sports. Again, I'm so sorry. I mean, somebody in chat might follow sports, though. Are you hurt? No. Don't worry, we'll get you out. We'll hurry, so stay where you are, okay? Okay. Poor Vivi. What's going on in this village? There's gotta be a way into the underground somewhere. Let's look for one. Okay. Seems like such a quiet village. But such an evil village. Oh, he's still crying. We'll get you out. Poor thing. He's so sad with his little sniffles. I think the mayor is still inside. Is that bad? I want to stop the mill, but... Feetsball. I'm sorry, we're not open yet. No, I don't need medicine. But can I ask you something? What are those strange patterns just outside the village? I'm sorry. I'm really busy right now. Do you want me to help? Is that some sort of a trend? Trend? What are you talking about? Because Steiner helped her out. All you know is... Oh, North Carolina because Duke versus UNC in the Final Four. Oh, for the first time in NCAA history. Football fans gonna go crazy. Although I don't know anything about any of those people. Kids these days. I need you to move out of the way, lady. Ooh. These things are so cute. I'm so glad there are so many Moogles in this game. I hope there's a bunch of Moogles in 16. Because I know that they're supposed to be, going back to making it strictly, not strictly, but mainly fantasy-ish, right? Oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Observatory Mountain. I didn't get any coffee though, because the lady, her store wasn't open just yet. Oh, my coffee smells delicious. Okay, that's all this man has to say. Never mind. You think he'll deliver on Moogles? I hope so. Okay, so Steiner's probably up here. Because he heard about this observatory in the cargo ship. What is it? I don't know, but Steiner's not up here. Okay, never mind. We were gonna help get Vivi down, but I don't know, or not down, but we were gonna try to figure out how to get below this town. Because poor Vivi is stuck. Maybe we we can ask her? No. Do we ask the kids again, I wonder? We don't have to work the farm. Okay, okay. Still don't know what them is, but... Sir, how do I get underneath your city? No, I do not want to spend 100 gil. I just want to know how to get... Oh, wait. Maybe I can steal a cat. Maybe the cat will help us. Okay, maybe not. What am I doing wrong? Chocobo, chocobo. Oh, okay. A well would lead underground, but I can't fit through this thing. There's gotta be a way in somewhere. Okay, well... Well, let's follow the... Ah! It's in our room, maybe? Like through the fountain? No. It was worth a try. Okay, yeah, no. I saw something connecting it to the hotel, and I thought maybe, but okay, nope. Very informative, Sin. So informative. Ay, 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 ay. Aww, Vivi. Can't fit through it. There's gotta be a way somewhere. Oh, wait, the wheel again. Hold on. For an airship engine. Why would they need something like this on a farm? I don't know. Just trying to get underground. There's gotta be a way somewhere. Yeah, but we haven't figured it out yet. I know I need the key, but we can't talk to the mayor because he's all taking care of his son. I can't just turn this off. What am I missing? There's gotta be a way to get underground. I just don't know how. I feel like I've been everywhere. And they keep talking about chocobos. Maybe this well? There's like a little well over here. I didn't even go outside. I don't know. I wonder if it can run and stuff. Hold on. Everyone keeps talking about chocobos. Should we just stand here? Chocobos. Come here, chocobos. That's not a chocobo. I don't know. I looked all around. Hold on. Oh, basketball. Okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, and it's the last one before his retirement. Yeah, that normally hypes fans up. Oh no, Caracol, really? Yikes. Okay, look. These are not what I am looking for. I'm out here trying to find either a chocobo or a way to get to poor Vivi. Why am I having such difficulty? Then we had that time event where they were like, go to the observatory, and I did. And I talked to the guy, but all he was talking about was coffee. I'm so confused. What am I doing wrong here? Hold on. Maybe there's like a little spot in the town here that we can jump in that I've just missed. I don't know. We can't fit through it, but there's gotta be a way somewhere. The mayor is forever inside this building. This just has us talk to poor Vivi, who got kidnapped. There's nothing in that area. Maybe there's something in here? Lady, I need help. My friend is stuck. And I don't know how to get to him. Please help me. Can't fit through this thing. There's gotta be a way somewhere. I'm trying. I've looked everywhere. Why do they destroy the farm to draw those strange patterns? I don't know. It's probably chocobos. See, it looks like there's a storm door to go underground over here, but then there's nothing. I don't know. Maybe I do have to like run around over here. I need to go this way? Vivi! Where'd you go? Poor Vivi. Nothing back there. And again, I've been to this like observatorium thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. The game has just like blocked me from progression. Sarah, what's up? How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. Happy Friday. Got anything going on? So many accidents, oh goodness. I mean, he's supposed to be like at this tower, but I went there and he's not there. And the guy that's there just wants to talk about coffee, but I can't buy coffee because the store's not open. It's like a whole circle. Shumarai, no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Observatory Mountain. Maybe I missed something. My coffee! It smells delicious. That's great, buddy. That's so great. Oh my gosh, alright. Oh no. I forgot that I didn't disable that. Okay. 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 Hold on. So, voice acting will be difficult with the helmet on. So, just bear with me. Okay. Sure. Is it sped up? I mean, what do you mean? The music sounds cursed? I mean, that's not good. He's not here. I don't know. What is that? I don't know. I'm just not getting anything. I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. Plus again, this guy just talks about coffee all day. Maybe I'm missing. Ah, dang it! I'm trying to figure out if I'm missing, like, where to go. But nothing's popping up. We're not getting any exclamation points. I don't know. Roti. What are you pointing at? In the town? Okay. I don't know. I've been everywhere. Everywhere. I'm just gonna have to, like, scour every single... I was over here a minute ago! Oh no, it's something else. Hey, this must be color fortunes. It was a big fad in Lindblom a few years back. Sure. Tell me where to go. Good omen. Lost things will be returned to you, and you'll eat foods that are gentle to your body. Your date is burned indoors. Your lucky color for today is white. Okay, well, there's that, but that's all we've found so far. This is just the bookshelf. Yeah, I don't. I like to try to figure it out. I don't want to be shown where things are. I don't know. What you mean? Isn't this? I've been in here so many times. It is not obvious, Zidane. Get the heck out of town. I'm about to smack you, sir. He is. He's trolling me. Haven, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, really? What is 1 and 2 then? What are your top 2 Final Fantasy games? Right? Isn't this obvious? I'm like, get the heck out of town. It is not. Oh my god. This whole time, it was just this thing that guy was leaning against. Oh, 4 and 6. I actually haven't played those 2. I've only played 7. We're currently at 9. I've played 10, 10 Part 2, 13, 14, and 15. Yeah. Rochi. I looked around so much. Can't believe that took that long. Maybe I should have just, like, walked around slowly, like this. This isn't... just a regular underground storage facility. What's going on? Shh. Why is it moving? Is it true that the mayor's brother found it? I guess they reconciled. His brother's one of us now. Wasn't he on the old lady's side before? Oh, about abandoning the farm? He probably only said that because he was fighting with the mayor.
Who cares? We need more workers anyway. Hey, let's put this in a box. I guess the guys at the castle will take care of it. The castle? Yep, we're only in charge of production. Gotcha. The pattern on this barrel. Come along now. Hurry up. Baby! Sit down, wait! Jeez, hey, hold on. Why do they keep referring to Vivi as like an it? It's so mean. What is it? Did you see the large barrel next to the shed? Rochi. Ragnar. Chocobos like to work it, work it. Hey, hold on.
Ta-da! The job system. The Bravely games are good continuation to that system. I don't think I played any of those. Bravely games? 5 is your favorite numbered Final Fantasy. Ooh. Again, I haven't played any before 7. Yeah. But I hear a lot of them are really good. Okay, she just said that she saw the pattern on the she saw the pattern on barrels at the castle too. Okay. This place must have some kind of connection with Alexandria Castle. I must know what it is. So please, I beg of you, don't cause any trouble just yet. Alright, but we gotta save Vivi. But I will start trouble if Vivi's in danger. Agreed? Sure. Alright, let's go. They went further inside. Oh, Bravely Default. I feel like I have heard of those then, but I've never played any. What do they use this barrel for anyway? It is kind of weird now that I think about it. Oh, look, he's got like a little curial root in there. A little chocobo. So, this is why I heard a chocobo up there. Oh, look at him. Look at little chocobo. I love that you can see their little palms poking out of the barrels and stuff. Komop, that's what this one's name is. I have a favor to ask Kobo. I want you to deliver a letter to Moki. Okay. Thanks, Kobo. We gotta find Moki. Okay. I know, chocobos are the best. I've seen them played by the best of all berries. Oh? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? The battle job system in Bravely Default was cool, but the plot was boring. Oh, dang. Yikes. 5 has a cool job system. I like that they all have their own similarities, but story-wise, they're always very different. Okay. Only pops up when I'm trying to get to the barrel. The wheel looks rusted over. Kick it. Yeah. Nice. How do I get to this other one? Oh! That is too close to the Moogle barrel. What if you accidentally click on the Moogle instead? Okay. Hey, so many chests. Leather wrist. What is this? I guess it's a regular chest. Not one that I can open. Are they though? A lot of the plots have the same notes. I mean, that's true. But I mean... but they do have their own differences. In certain ways, you know? I like to think that they are different. In certain ways. But you're right, they do hit a lot of the same notes. Kind of like I was saying yesterday, how in 7, they also, you know, take you to an inn once you get out into the open world as well. What the heck is that? Is it done? What is it? Someone's crying. Phoebe, where are you? Phoebe? Is it done? It is you. They really did just stick him in a box. Who does that? I'll get you out. Why would they stuff you in a box? How could they? We'll talk later. Hold on. It's open. What happened? After you left, some men kidnapped me and brought me here. They told me to stay put. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. They asked me, why were you outside? And then they said, the cargo ship isn't even here yet. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I didn't say anything. And then they said, let's put it in today's shipment. And they put you in a box? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe. You just straight up put children in boxes. Without needing to play any of this. Haven. I mean, that's true. They are separate story-wise, but then they have so many different similarities. Quickly devolve into wackiness. But I like that. I like a good bit of wackiness in my games, you know? I mean, Rochi, if you... it didn't look like there was much space in that box, honestly. Sorry. Ooh, Alsace. I mean, that could be very true. I know a lot of people didn't like the characters in 13, but I did. I like the majority of them. That's what mattered to me. Oh, thanks, Haven. We tried. Listen, BB, you gotta do something next time. You should try screaming back or whatever. Screaming? Yeah, like Get off me, scumbag! It's my purse! Like that. It surprises your attacker and empowers you. I see. I need to ask you a favor, Phoebe. We want to check out what's ahead. I know you might not be thrilled with the idea, but... Sit on. I want to know more, too.
Look, what is that thing?
Alright, we'll all go together. Okay, so there's like a tiny bit of mech in here. So much wind over here. Is that an egg? I mean, it looks like it. Is this machine making eggs? This isn't a mist engine, but there's mist coming out of it. I mean, they do look like eggs. Excellent. It's empty. Okay. What about this one? It's empty, okay. I mean, it was worth taking a look at least. Is this smoke? No. This is mist. Let's see. I mean, open sesame, let's go! Oh. Oh, whoops. I had it on auto battle. That was from earlier. Don't worry about it. Ooh, on Final Fantasy VIII? See, I've heard people say that one... I've heard mixed reviews about Final Fantasy VIII. Some people either really love it, or they don't. What are these things? Goodness. Whoops. We should take care of at least one of these things. Oh, you like the art that they spawned? Oh, sure. Oh, wait, hold on. I think we stole from the second guy, didn't we? I think we just got steal from this last one. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy art's incredible. I think it's so crazy that, like, he used to draw such elaborate, like, monsters and stuff, and then finally, like, the technology caught up and they could make these really cool things. I'm not gonna tell Vivi to just murder people with fire and ice every single time. He's 9. Oh, you think nostalgia's a factor? I'm mixed. Okay, yeah, I mean, there are people who really love Final Fantasy VIII, and there are people who are like, worst game ever. Your first Final Fantasy was the Final Fantasy VIII demo. Ah. My first Final Fantasy was 7. But I had a copy that always froze in Cosmo Canyon. So I didn't get to finish the OG Final Fantasy VII until like a couple years ago. Mist monsters, huh? Whoa, what's that off to our right? Oh. Just walked straight into that mist. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, whoops. I should have used her to give a potion to Zidane. That's my bad. It's fine. Set an example. Oh my goodness. Rochi, no! I do need to give a potion to Zidane, though. Haven RPG, thank you so very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Get you some hypes and hearts in chat. Yeah. You aim towards the latter, but you recognize it has some interesting ideas. Oh, okay. So you weren't a fan of Final Fantasy VIII. 7 was your first one as well? Yeah. But yeah, it was back in the day when the game was on all those CDs and one of the discs just didn't work. Every time Bugenhagen brought me up to his observatory, it always froze on the little cutscene that they played there. So I never got to play the rest of the game for so long. Aww. The Chocobo and Gisselgrains? Oh, yeah. Gisselgrains, not Curial Root, my bad. The Chocobo is powering the conveyor belt. Why don't they just use a machine to do it? You say, while you're a protagonist in a fantasy series. Here's another strange machine. It looks kind of like the mist engine on the theater ship. Oh. Oh, your copy of Grandia did that with the second disc? Oh no. I know. I hate it for anyone. It's never great. Oh, she's got like purple tights on now. Looks like she's about to go do some fitness. Oh, I didn't even get much of a chance to see her. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she's wearing like a leotard. Okay. I'll see. You played the remake in January. Oh, of 8? Or of 7? Oh, you mean the 7 remake. Ah, the remake was so good too. I did a Aerith cosplay all through the Final Fantasy 7 remake playthrough I did. There was no removing tech from Final Fantasy, right? Like, it's supposed to be fantasy, not sci-fi. Come on now, game. I can almost see inside. But I can't see anything, I just hear some noise. Are the eggs hatching? You're enjoying it, but you haven't completed it yet. Ah. Definitely when I played it, there were some areas that they needed to get fixed. I think there was a particular area when you were climbing back up to the top of the plate where the background graphics just weren't quite there, but I think they did a fix for that. But I haven't played it since they fixed it. I need to go back and play Final Fantasy VII Remake on the hardest difficulty, but also play like the Yuffie DLC expansion-y weird thing that they added on later. Yeah. Oh, really, Alice? Final Fantasy VII Remake, yeah. Because we had that really large raid from the Rebel Gaming community, Strange Rebel. Oh, I think she's just the Strange Rebel. But I think her username used to be Strange Rebel Gaming, but I think it changed. But yeah, the voice actor for Aerith rated my stream during our Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough, and that was insane and awesome. So cool. Ooh, yeah. And I like Yuffie. Well, I like her more in Advent Children. In the actual game, I'm like, gosh dang it, Yuffie. Running off with all my material. Yeah, there's always Magitech, right? Probably just call it Arcane Punk now, right? You couldn't do 7 Remake on hard? Oh, really? A handful of the bosses are BS, and the camera can get kind of... You know, you're right. I did have a couple of issues with camera control during Remake, but thankfully it wasn't anything too game-breaking. Ah! What is this? They're... Oh my god! They're like little VVs, but like bigger VVs. What? Some parts are different, but... They look like Vivi. Oh, that's why they stuffed him in a box. What is this? Are they... dolls? Someone's coming! Vivi, dagger. Why is my mother behind this? Oh no, is my mother behind this? This is the only way. Ah, what are you doing, Zidane? Oh my god. He's like, I told you people were coming. Ah, where? Sorry, but stay quiet. Hey, did you say something? Nope, not me. Sam, get out of town, Sam. on how anime... Is it anime-ish? I mean, graphics-wise, it's pretty dang, like, normal graphics of today, right? I know, baby.
Okay, never mind. It's almost time. Hurry up, will ya?
I hear ya. Whoa. Is it done? Oh, we're in a box. Whoops. Oh, we're all in boxes. Vivi! Ah! Ah, here we go. Now Steiner's at the observatory. Pardon me. I must escort a person of high rank to the castle. When will the cargo ship arrive? Looks good. I'm busy. I'm busy. Oh, sorry. I shall persevere. What do they use this place for? I don't know, but for some reason my controller won't stop buzzing. Oh goodness, Steiner. You know things have hit the fan when you just have him now. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, hold on. We were almost done with Beast Killer. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think I need to re-equip it because I accidentally... Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Cutscenes and stuff, it kind of detracts from the game. Oh, you mean in the remake? I think it's interesting that they're kind of taking it into a different direction, and I still need to read those like little novellas. Yeah. Steiner is a goof. The smell of coffee relaxes me. How about a cup? Oh, thank you. I am not here to drink coffee. Tell me when the cargo ship will arrive, or else the Alexandrian royal family will appropriate this property. And then what? I order you to tell me when the cargo ship will arrive. Tell me. You're not a very creative interrogator. I'm just trying to do what is right. Who decides right or wrong? You? Anyone can tell right from wrong. Still as green as a pickle. When will the cargo ship arrive? It's already here. They should be loading it now. Why couldn't you tell me sooner? Thank you. Oh my god, Steiner. Oh, are they not here? This place must have something to do with the cargo ship. I agreed, but where is it? That man said it would be here. It is not. That man lied to me. Maybe I have to go back to town. Oh, it is indeed the cargo ship. Now I can take the princess back to the castle. Now I must think of a way to get her on the ship. What? There is something coming out of the ground. Oh. I wonder what they're gonna use them for. We've been making lots of them since they set up the factory 6 months ago. Who cares? It's a piece of cake compared to farming. Better money, too. Hey, is that scary guy in armor running towards us? Let's get out of here. This barrel, what could be inside? What could they possibly be shipping out from this village? What the? Did I just see that barrel move? Let's see. Let's not poke it with a sword. Let's just observe it some more. I've seen this pattern somewhere before. Ah! It's moving! All right, give it another push. Ah, the barrel spoke. Oh my gosh, Steiner. Of course, the one barrel that he goes up to is the one that we're in. Oh. Aristocrat lady. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard to give him a deeper voice. It's just, my voice is very high pitched and I can go up high and I can do like little kid voices and little baby voices and I can talk really high. But when I get really down low, it's really difficult to do the voices because I am not a low talking person. The first 2 missions put a lot of time into grinding the job levels. Oh, Stranger of Paradise. I haven't played that one either. I'm so sorry. Princess, what in the world is going on? You scoundrel, is this your doing? Steiner, please. Yes, Your Highness. Zidane, I don't know what to say to Vivi. I never knew anything suspicious was going on in the castle. We still don't know for sure. Let's stay by Vivi's side. This is not the time to panic. I must get the princess on board the cargo ship somehow. Then we can head back to Alexandria Castle. Yo, Rusty, do you know where the airship's going? Lindblom. Yes, to Lindblom. That's convenient. Did you ask someone? The old man in the shack told me, so it must be true. You're acting strange. Something's heading. Oh my gosh.
Princess Garnet, the Queen is waiting for you at the castle.
You were all sent by the castle? What? What are you talking about? Oh, Steiner. So clueless. So precious. So cluelessly precious. Ooh. So they have kind of the same classes as Final Fantasy then. Lancer, Dragoon, and stuff? Oh, thanks, Haven. I try. You were all unconscious from the blizzard. He said he was a Black Waltz.
Are you the one who defeated number 1? I am Black Waltz number 2. By power, magic, and speed, it is far superior to number 1. Resistance is futile. Come, Princess, the Queen awaits.
No, I will not return to the castle.
Come with me, or you'll be presents.
Wait, I, Steiner, shall escort the princess back to the castle.
You think I care? I won't let you stand in the way of my mission.
Right, yeah, maybe not the preciousness, just the cluelessness. Okay. Princess, stay here while I kill the others. Oh, it's quite the skill that thing has. I mean, the fire is doing pretty well. Oh, it's a retelling of one? Chock full of Final Fantasyisms. Nice. Ah, dang it. Now he's just gonna use Blizzard back at us. How am I doing this? Oh my god. Whoops. No, don't use it on PV. It's not gonna work. No. Oh my god. This isn't good. Oh no. Oh my god, really? I don't have like I have a Phoenix Pinion, but I think it's like for something else. This isn't good. Stop killing my dudes. I don't think I have a Phoenix down that covers everybody though. Stop it! How the heck am I supposed to defeat this guy if I can't? I don't know. Stop it. I've used so many Phoenix Downs. I didn't expect him to use that attack, you know. Please shoot thunder at her. What the hell, man? This is so annoying. Blacklock hates everybody except for Dagger, apparently. Oh my god, please don't die. Freaking finally. I didn't need to use a high potion, but I just wanted to. Oh. Oh, another little cheeky potion. Okay, there we go. Now there's something that we could probably use for like everybody, right? Do we have anything like that? I don't see anything like that. Did we not use a potion on Zidane? I thought we did. I mean, that's true, Zen. It is to bring in Dagger, but still. So many potions. Go, Steiner, go! Oh, only 189. That's not great. Come on, Steiner, go! You've got this, buddy. I'm gonna give a potion to Vivi. It took Zidane so long. Oh, Dagger, come on now. It took you so long. Oh, Zidane won't get any experience because he died. That's unfortunate. Steiner's trance does look pretty cool. It's just like full body armor. Gosh dang it. He died right before the end. Black Waltz number 2. Did my mother really send him to capture me? It can't be. There is no reason to trust the words of some bandit. He was just another criminal, scheming to use the princess for some evil deed. Have I not been careful enough? Your noble upbringing cannot be disguised so easily. That's not true at all. You haven't been watching. Dagger is trying really hard. You're the one with the problem, walking around yelling, "Princess!" everywhere. Right? He is, though. Princess. It's like, you're the one giving away our cover all the time. Not us. Oh, yeah, rough fight. Oh, I got so close to getting a rare non-standard game over in that fight. Instead of KOing Garnet, Black Waltz 2 uses a special attack to hypnotize her. It says something like, we're returning to the castle. And then the game over screen comes up anyway. Oh, what? Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, the game? Yeah. I used a mod that, like, yeah, made the backgrounds look better. Yeah. A little bit, yeah. Steiner. About the border crossing. Yes? Why don't we hitch a ride on this airship? Sure. Lindblom should not be terribly far by airship. I mean, won't be too far. Just like, I gotta use my commoner speak. Oh, I'm sorry. I said, since it's high. Emphatically describing a well-endowed woman. Shumarai. Oh no. What about Vivi? But why don't we get some rest before we go? That sounds good, because I got KO'd. Okay, let's head back to the village. Vivi, you'll be safe with me. Poor Vivi. Get out of the way, old lady. Get out of here. Oh, okay, so those patterns are... Yeah, they made those patterns on the ground to mark an airship landing site. Okay. Oh, is this store finally open? Are you open yet, lady? Nope. I do need medicine, though. 2 of these, like 5 of these, because the freaking sucked at that battle. That battle was not great. Okay. We still need the mayor's key. Hold on. I love chocobos. Here, listen carefully. Did you hear that? Yeah, he's underground. The mayor doesn't want to be bothered. Okay. I guess that's it for now. Oh, but we should definitely change up our equipment. Or fix our equipment. Make sure everything's working okay. He's out cold. He's not, though. He's faking it. Always. Oh, I'm sorry. Hmm? I thought they'd captured it already. Hey, I know she's cute, but it's rude of you to say. Zidane, he is not talking about Dagger, my man. The whole village is in on this weird doll manufacturing thing. Oh no, I wasn't staring at the young lady. The room is through that door. Stay calm. Please don't kidnap my party member again. Hey! Broadsword thing got fixed. So we got that one. Oh, steepled hat and leather plate. Hold on. I was still learning all this other stuff though. Bright eyes and add status. This one I'm working Beast Killer. And this one... Was I working on Protect Girls? I don't think I was. I think I had the silk shirt on, and that wasn't giving me any abilities. But I mean, Chakra's not giving me anything either. Honestly, so... Maybe just keep this one on? To protect girls? Yeah! Okay, so that did the same thing. It went to leather hat. Or steepled hat. Which isn't going to help us. It's not giving us something that we can learn. And then it also went silk shirt. But we can't do the protect girls anyway, so silk shirt's good. We can learn thunder. That sounds cool. Okay, hat and wrist changed. Okay, yeah. But she already has protect. But okay. Okay, I think she has everything that she needs. Yeah. I keep forgetting that she can, like, protect and stuff. I should use those, but I forget if they take a lot of MP or not. Dude, maybe not all the story. Little Vivi, poor thing. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I'm a person. And then I do them all manually anyway. I know. It's just to see like what the game thinks is the better item. And then I can compare and make sure that I haven't unequipped something that I was learning an ability for, you know? There's a method to the madness, okay? What's this? Damages with the difference between your max HP and current HP. Oh! So the less HP he has, the more damage this does. Okay. Bird killer. Level up. Prevents darkness. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep what we have now. Okay, so we're still learning this one. So if I took the gem out of this, though, I wouldn't be able to use it? I don't know. I'm not too great at this. I'm still figuring it out. Protect girls. You take damage in place of a girl. Maybe. That's weapon status, yes. I can't use bright eyes now. It's fine. That should be fine. Okay. So the equip is like equipping extra abilities. I'm still figuring it out, honestly. The game looks at the highest relevant stat without regard to anything else. Exactly. So I wanted to know if I had something better, but I need to wait until I finish learning like the certain skill that's attached to it, right? I think that's what the game said I should do. I'm not quite sure I'm doing it right. I thought I was doing it right. Let's save couple. This guy. Excuse me, I was just daydreaming. No, I don't want to stay with you. Mr. Kidnapping Kids. With the new stats regardless. I mean, I guess. Nah, I don't need anything. I don't know why I went here. I wanted to see if I could go talk to the mayor. But it still won't let me. Did this lady's shop at least open up? No? Really? This woman ain't ever gonna open her shop. Did at least Grandma move? Grandma didn't even move. Did you want to get going? I mean, I guess. I can't do anything else. Hold on. We'll go back to the observatory one more time, just to see if that does anything. But I feel like I'm leaving behind so much stuff, because there are those chests and things, and it won't let me mess with them, you know? Okay, I'm about to head out, Mr. Guy. Airship man. I love coffee. I know that, sir. I know that. Okay, so what does this have to do with the airship? This thing up here. What is this about? Oh, I bet this serves as a beacon for the cargo ship. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. What was the point of that? I don't understand. Okay, so I think the game maybe wants me to come back to this later and get these chests at a later point in time. Is that what I'm getting here? That's kind of what I'm seeing. Because I can't stop the, I couldn't ever stop this mill. Let's leave it alone. At least for now. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all we can do in this village for now. Goodbye, village people. Wait here while I ask the people inside if we can hitch a ride. I shall go ask them. Oh, really? How come? It is not for your benefit. I'm only doing this for the princess. Steiner, he was so adamant about going back to the castle before. An airship full of barrels like the ones I saw at the castle. Steiner was against going... You're putting two and two together, Dagger. You're almost there. Zidane, is this ship really headed for Lindblom? No, it'll probably take us straight to Alexandria Castle. Zidane already knew. But why? Didn't you just say we should get on the ship? Yeah, I know. Trust me. Zidane. What is it, Vivi? Those stalls they were making underground. Did you think they look like me? I mean, a little bit. Oh, I mean, no. Oh, what do you tell it? I don't know what to say. I guess be truthful. The lives of the people within the world, as well as having given hints about the dark truth of the village. What? I want the chests, okay? I want the chests. Maybe a little, but they're just dolls, Vivi. It's moving. What the heck is Steiner up to? Alright, you have to get on, Dagger. On a ship that's not going to Lindblom? I don't have time to explain. And Olivia's like, just trust me and let's go. This way. Hurry up. You have nothing to worry about. Hurry before she takes off. But... Sorry, I had to sneeze. It's taking off. Fine, I'll get on. Ah! Oh, soft. Oh, goodness. I mean, it's her fault. She could have been farther up the ladder, okay? If she had just hopped on when he told her to. That soft. Come on, it's not like I did it on purpose. Sure. Shumarai? No. Oh. Please, enough. There's that royal tone in your voice again. Are you okay, Vivi? Feels like I'm gonna get sucked into the sky. Let's go inside, Vivi. I trust you, Zidane. She says as she closes the door in front of our face. I get the feeling she doesn't quite trust me yet. Maybe she'll reward me with a kiss or two if I try hard enough. Oh, already? Zidane! What is it? Something wrong? It's Vivi. Vivi? Hello? Wow, they're alive, and they're moving around. So the mages built in the village bring back the new ones? Oh, Vivi. 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 Were you able to talk to any of them? No. It's like they don't even see me at all. Oh. So sad. They tried again and again, but they won't even turn around. Vivi. I need to go upstairs for a little bit. I gotta turn the ship around before it reaches the castle. Keep an eye on Vivi, okay? It looks like a treasure chest, but it's actually a part of the ship. Oh. Yeah, it totally looked like a treasure chest. Who's behind all of this? Probably your mom. Maybe. I mean, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but she did look a little evil. Okay, so these guys don't talk. We'll be flying over Evil Forest soon. Did the boss and the others escape safely? I'm sure the boss would tell me that it's none of my business. Sure, I know. That little bubble butt she got going on. I know so many people in playtesting thought it was a chest that they had to put the line in. Right. How could this happen? What am I to do? I never expected things to go this badly. I cannot believe the ship took off without the princess. What will I say to Queen Brane? What the heck were you doing? You almost took off without us. That is because the ship's crew... Why, where is the princess? In the engine room. She's on the ship? All is well now. The ship is returning to the castle. You will be hanged for the kidnapping of a member of the royal family. Enjoy your freedom while you can. Oh, Steiner. I will not let you near the princess. It's like he doesn't even see me. Sarah, right? You're welcome, Steiner. Gosh dang. At last, Queen Brane is sure to be pleased. However, the princess would have been left behind without the thief's aid. I shall petition for a life sentence on his behalf. Yes, that would be the honorable thing. But that was because the crew wouldn't listen. I must run a background check on them. Ah, yes, it is my duty as a knight. What the? You turning this boat around? Oh, another one. Another waltz. What's wrong? Something stuck in your throat? You insolent fool! Turn the ship around! Oh my gosh. I will have your head for that! Hey, I think we upset them. But they didn't respond to anything until now. You're the one who started this trouble. I apologize. Please wait while I take this fool into custody and turn the ship around. What's wrong? Oh no! Aww. Vivi, are you okay? Oh.
So, number 2 is defeated by its small child. You are the match against my power. Princess Swayla eliminated its child. You protecting him? Nonsense. You are no different from mindless dogs. What can you do? Get out of my way. You dare to fight the Black Waltz? I said, get out of my way.
Oh, dang. That's not good. We're never gonna make it to Lindblom. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, all the people. All the doll people. Aw, and they went to save him too. They like banded together to save Vivi. Looks like she really said cutscene. Oh my gosh. Oh, Haven, thanks. Yeah. Voice changing. Clearing up what's going on in the background. Oh yeah, Haven. I am super glad for the mod. Like a genuine treasure chest in the game in the original PlayStation 1 version with its potato pixels on a tiny TV. True. Potato pixels. Nice. What cruelty! Ah! Master Vivi, I shall assist you! Hey, you guys! Dagger. Yes? We'll take care of the Black Waltz. You steer the ship. Shouldn't that be, like, in reverse there? Shouldn't you be steering the ship? Things are gonna get even more dangerous from here on. It's not too late to turn back. You can go back to the castle or cross South Gate into Lindblom. It's your choice. Oh, that's why he gave her the will, so that she'd have a choice. I'll be with you either way, but try not to crash the ship. Be careful, Sidon. I'll be fine. Why? Why would you do such a thing? Weren't they your friends?
You fool! Brand likes the lonely black-bearded soldier.
Even if they weren't your allies, what you did was reprehensible.
Worry not about them anymore. Introduced even now.
What are you?
The Princess bodyguards have gathered. How very convenient.
Answer me!
It wouldn't do you any good if I didn't, since you're all going to die. I will eliminate any who stand in my way.
But yeah, that's so sad. Oh wow, yeah, Vivi's already like tranced up. Vivi's like, I'm gonna get you. That's cool though, the trance lets him like double use magic. It's pretty dang awesome. Ooh, I didn't know we could do thunder now. Okay, I don't think there's anything left to steal. Oh no, it did say couldn't steal anything. I'm still gonna try again. Just in case. I keep trying to steal from him, but it keeps being like, couldn't steal anything. And I'm like, that doesn't mean he doesn't have anything. I'm gonna keep trying. Oh. Oh, got him. Oh, yeah, Haven. Oh, goodness, 3 a.m. Thank you so much for staying in so long. I appreciate it. But yeah, get you some rest if you need to. For sure, for sure. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I hope you get some good sleep. And yeah, I should be playing some more Final Fantasy IX next week. I should be able to stream Monday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Thursday, Friday should be our Final Fantasy IX days. And then Saturday is multiplayer. Yeah. Did you just call Vivi W? Oh, here.
You scum! I exist only to kill.
Just how many black waltzes do we have to fight? This is becoming ridiculous. I think that was the last one. Yeah, they did say there were 3. How do you know? Are you? He said waltz, right? Don't you think number 3 would be the last one? I can see Southgate. She's gonna go for it. Poor Vivi, man. This is such a traumatic experience for him. I feel like we should be talking to Vivi a lot more right now. Oh, Thorn and Zorn. That I did see. Did you see that? Our enhanced black mages, our black mage enhancements. All defeated. Betrayed us, Steiner did. It is all his fault. Huh? Unstable the ship becomes. Don't let go of the steering wheel. Number 3 is coming back. True, is it crazy? But something is wrong. It's broken. Made its magic too powerful, we did. There is nothing we can do now. Depart, shall we? We shall depart. Run away, run away.
It's coming to you, ladies. It's coming to you, ladies. It's coming to you, ladies. It's coming to you.
Do you see Southgate? So many different, like, mood changes we got going on. Oh yeah, it gets... Good night, Haven. Vivi's trance lets him double use magic. Oh my gosh, Sin. Double use it. Oh my god. That's actually pretty good. I never thought of that. Oh, Green Crayon. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. You're beautiful. Get out of town. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. Hold on. Oh man, I need to make a little... I don't have a command to make like little grub waves. I need to do that soon. I need to make like a little wave so I can greet you guys. I need to add it to my stream deck. Yeah, like Sin did. Like that, but maybe not that many. Ooh, Final Fantasy 14. Oh, yeah, like I said, I need to get my crafting and gathering in, for sure. Zidane Pronunciation Squad, unite! Alsace. Yes! Southgate is a huge gate built exclusively for airships, but maneuvering through it could be tricky. Do you want me to do it, Dagger? I want to do it on my own. Alright. We don't have clearance. They might close the gate on us. It should be okay, though. Security was totally lax when I came through here on the theater ship. It'll be fine, Captain Dagger. Roger. It's old, but the engine's got power. We must turn back. Princess, please turn the ship around. The Black Waltz is heading straight toward us on an airship. He might crash into us. Dagger, Rusty's right. It's headed straight for us. Punch it. Go through Southgate. Don't be ridiculous. What if the gate closes on us? There's no way we can outmaneuver him on this cargo ship. We'll slide in before the gate closes and shut him out. That's our only chance. Rusty, turn the power up to max with that lever over there. Dagger, stay on course, no matter what. Okay. I know we can make it. What about Vivi? Where's Vivi? Somebody get Vivi! Oh, yeah, I saw that hat over there earlier. Somebody get Vivi! Poor thing. He's so sad right now. Yeah! Get him, Vivi! Oh no, Vivi! Hey! Oh gosh. Oh no! Okay, but there's 2 gates to get through. Dang, this thing is fast! Oh. Phew. Well, we made it. Oh, we have a ship already now, too. Look at that. Transportation. Zidane. Oh. He is spraying chemical tomfoolery. Oh, green crayon. Yeah. Hopefully we can just keep it chill so you can relax and just hopefully have a good time. Yeah. I think we pushed it a little too hard. Push it. Bam, 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 na, 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 na. Ooh, baby, baby. Oh, sorry. The scene has so much speed that the Moguri frame rate not being able to keep up is really noticeable. Oh, I'm sorry. It was really cool to see, though. I mean, I'm glad Black Waltz is gone. Yeah, Junior. Push it. Okay, guys. I haven't taken a break just yet, and we've been going for almost 3 hours now. So I'm just gonna take a couple of minutes to stretch and walk around a little bit. Oh my goodness. Maybe grab some more water. Green crayon, yeah. Salt and pepper's here. So far, I think Vivi is my favorite character as well out of everybody. It's just such a sweet little guy with all the strong magic. Alright, oh, let me go ahead and put this music down. There we go. I think we pushed it a little too hard. Oh yeah, that's when we go like, ah, push it. Also, in reference to what Sedan sang, that's what she said. I wondered if anyone would say that. Nice. Oh, you know what? I should get like a sound bite of Michael Scott from The Office just shouting that. There's something about a depressed 9-year-old that everyone loves. Why was a depressed 9-year-old so relatable? However, I've never been a prince or a knight or a thief with a monkey tail. Relatable to be a depressed 9-year-old, though. Super relatable. Why so silent, people? We made it! Come on, cheer up! South Gate was badly damaged. It was my fault, wasn't it? I mean, technically, it was the Waltz's fault. I'ma blame Waltz. Don't worry about it. They'll fix it up in no time. Why does the Don give off such like Bostonian vibe? Don't worry about it. They'll fix it up in no time. It'll be fine. You idiot. It's a fun little tune. Vivi hasn't really done or said much apart from just having been kidnapped. I mean, no, we didn't kidnap Vivi. He's along for the ride. It's still relatable. Right, Green Greya. Yeah. The cargo ship was wrecked. We lost all the cargo. And Southgate was destroyed. I can't believe I played a part in this debacle. Steiner. Yes, princess? I didn't mean to get you involved, but you saved us. I thank you. Such kind words. I am not worthy. Well, now I've made up my mind. I vow to protect you, princess, until we return to the castle. Does that mean you're, like, not gonna protect her once we get to the castle? How do you feel about that, Dagger? He'll follow you to the end of the world. It's okay, Zidane. Hey, I can see the main gate of Lindblum. That's Lindblum Castle? How gigantic! The city of Lindblum is inside the castle. I guess Dagger and I will go our separate ways once we reach Lindblum. Aw, yeah, I didn't think of that either. Nah, you guys aren't going your separate ways. That's not gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. In Dolly. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that did happen. True. Hold on. I feel a sneeze coming on. But then once I said I feel a sneeze coming on, I no longer feel like sneezing. Isn't that how it always goes? Oh, I see. Just when we were beginning to get close. Zidane? Those black mages and I... Are we the same? No. You were precious. I don't understand, Master Vivi. Just what seems to be the problem? I don't know. Master Vivi, why would those mages be the same as you? And why would it matter if they were? Rusty's right. Eloy's like, really? You're an individual, no matter what happens, Vivi. Right. Let's go out to the deck, Vivi. Yeah. Why? You've got to see Lindblum from above. It's the best. Look, the Falcon's Gate is right in front of us. Oh, so many gates. Oh, dang. That is pretty incredible. So, like, Lindblum is way bigger than that other city, yeah? Or are they about the same? This one looks like a larger city than Alexandria. Lindblum Grand Castle. Wow! This castle is huge! It's even bigger than Alexandria Castle! Yeah, they don't call it Lindblum Grand Castle for nothing. An indoor airship dock. This is truly amazing! Even Her Majesty's Red Rose could easily fit in here. Dagger, you don't look too impressed. Have you been here before? Yes. I came here a few times when I was little. I haven't been here since my father passed away. Here comes the welcoming committee. That's a really old airship. Greetings, I am Princess Garnet till Alexandros. I humbly request an audience with Regent Sid. Sid is the regent of the castle? What? That's new. You must be kidding. No member of the royal family, let alone a princess, would ever ride in such a shabby airship. And look at the company you're keeping. How dare you accuse the princess of lying? The princess was forced to come here under extreme circumstances. Then show me some kind of proof of your royal heritage. Very well. This pendant, is it a falcon claw? No, the shape is a little different. Call Minister Artania. If we weren't such a filthy-looking oaf, they would not be so suspicious of us. Hey, I'm not the idiot with the loud voice and the dirty, rusty armor. What? What is going on? Sir, we have unknown visitors who wish to see the Regent. And one of them is carrying a pendant that looks like a falcon claw. You are dismissed. I'll take care of this. Yes, sir. Uncle Artania. It's good to see you, Princess. Those deep voices I'm not very great at. I'm so sorry. I try my best. It's not old woman voice. Get out of here. Show me. Oh yeah, this is definitely Princess Garnets. Please follow me. The Regent is waiting. Yeah, her uncle didn't give her too much of a warm welcome, did he? That's unfortunate. You're going to see the Regent? Wow, you're so lucky. The last time I saw him was over half a year ago when I was promoted to officer. He's a very busy man. I'm taking the day off. You look a bit tense. Why don't you relax a bit and listen to my story? Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away. Come on, you'll love it. This is your only chance to hear it. Okay, here it goes. When I was 27. Hey, somebody's. Oh my god. He just fell asleep. Oh, I'm guessing 27 was quite a ways ago. Hello. Hello there. Welcome to Lindblom. Welcome to Lind. Okay. Thanks. What's this way? You're an airman, right? Seems like a lot of girls are joining the crew these days. Oh, hello. So, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the airship docks or something? I passed the flight test for the new model. I was really looking forward to flying number 1, but it's gone now. Who knows when they'll finish number 2 with the Regent's current condition. Don't worry, you'll get your chance someday, and you'll be the first pilot ever to fly the new model. By the way, what's your name? Thank you, I feel much better now. Good, I'm Zidane, and you're... My name is Erin. Hey, that's a really nice name. Erin, I'm gonna go get something to eat now. Do you wanna... I have to go back now. Goodbye. Swing and a miss, Zidane. Swing and a miss. I'm telling you, man, you gotta up your pickup line game. It's too bad. It's just really sad, honestly. This is a restricted area. Okay. About this area. Ooh. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. You get to see kind of the outside as well. Ooh, a glass armlet? Ooh, steel gill and antibody. Ah, but I'm currently trying to learn Beast Killer. Aw. I'll just hold off on it, it's fine. I mean, this has something that she can actually use, though. I mean, she can learn antibody. Okay. Oh, but I didn't do anything with the abilities. That's my bad. Okay, yeah. Panacea and Protect do cost quite a bit then. Removes venom and poison. Reduces damage from physical attacks. Antibody. Prevents poison and venom. Yeah. She finally has something that she can use. Look at that. Okay. Ah, Mugo! Look at him. Oh, it's Moki! What do you want to do, Kupo? It's a letter from Kumup, Kupo Kupo. Thank you very much, Kupo Kupo. From Kumup to Moki. Stiltskin visited me, Kupo. He said he found a place that seemed interesting, and then he left. I wish he stayed longer, Kupo. Where did he go anyway? Let me know when you find out. Kupo! Stiltskin, Stiltskin, Kupo Kupo. I wonder if he stopped in Limbloom. Where is Stiltskin? Yeah. Why is it that, like, this weird area that we are makes us look a little warped? Just slightly, but it's there. We're a little bit, like, squished. If you can see what I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle that we're at. Maybe the angle makes us look weird. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. It was just the angle. What's up with this falcon claw, though, that she has as a pendant? I wonder why that ends up being... Ooh, The Blessing of Water by Mauricio Court Artisan. Celebrating 20 years of rule under Sid the Ninth. And it's the 9th Final Fantasy. Looks like there's no place to insert the medal. What medal? Why are we inserting a medal? Weird. I love how we just kept this man, Artania, waiting. Lindblom Castle has 3 levels, all connected by this lift. From the base level, which lies below the mist, you can take a trolley to the harbor and the back gate. Okay, I gotta remember this. Base level, trolley to the harbor and the back gate. Ships hardly arrive at the harbor anymore, since travel by air has become so popular. The mist poses great danger, so we've sealed off everything. Just above the base level is the mid-level. You can ride the air cab from the mid-level to go to town. The upper level contains the royal chamber and conference room. Access to that level is restricted because the regent himself resides there. Hey Dagger, what's Regent Sid like? I lived in Limbloom for a while, but I've never met him. Regent Sid is very wise. He always thinks ahead. He may seem a bit odd at times, but he's very dependable. He and my father were best friends. I wonder if he will even listen to what I have to say. Don't worry, we're not leaving until he does. We will arrive at the upper level shortly. Sire, Princess Garnet of Alexandria wishes to see you. That is an empty chair. Princess, is something wrong? The regent isn't here, and I don't know who... Take a look at the throne. What in the world? Quack, 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 quack. Greetings! What is this? Oh, oh, Glop! Oh my god. Sire! What? Dagger, what's wrong? Why aren't you talking to... Jeez, that's an Oglop. Wow, even the Oglops are big in Lindblum. What is the meaning of this? How dare you greet the princess like this? Get that repulsive bug off the throne immediately and call the regent. Please, settle down, you are before the regent. What? Enough of your nonsense! Steiner, stand down. I remember that mustache. Is that really you, Uncle Sid? Yes, greetings, all guac. I am Sid Fabul, Regent of Lindblum. I knew it was you. I recognized your pendant's description. It's so much like my falcon claw. I am delighted to see you again, Garnet. You have truly become a fine lady. I, on the other hand... Allow me to explain. About 6 months ago, someone snuck into the castle and attacked the regent in his sleep. Unfortunately, we were too late. The regent had been transformed into an Oglop, and his wife, Lady Hilda, was abducted. My goodness. Whoever pulled this off had to be highly skilled, like me. Humph, I'll bet it was you. That's not possible. How can you be so sure? Do you know who we are? Of course, I may be a bugwak, but I am still the ruler of Lindblum. Uncle Sid, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice. I desperately need to speak to you about my mother. That's what I figured. But I'm sure it can wait till tomorrow. Why don't you all get some rest for today? Thank you. It is time for lunch. Please follow me. I can't stand the food at the castle. It's way too high class for my tastes. How can anyone get full on that stuff? The cheap food here is a lot better. Today's special is soup to silence. Not bad. Soup of silence? Yo, Pops, I'll have the stupid special. Who said that? Sit down, I figured it was you. How have you been? Alright, I guess. Have a seat, your soup will be ready in a minute. Do you mind? You're standing in everyone's way. Wow. You are standing in the way, though, Zidane. Hey. Yeah? Do you want a drink? How about you and me go for a cruise on an airship? Really? An airship? Sounds like you've never been on one. You know, Lindblum is quite a sight from high above. Hey, Monkey Tail, you're disturbing the other customers. What the? You've got a tail too, Rat Face. Rat Face? After I finish my drink, I'm gonna kick your butt. Hey, Zidane, take it outside. Long time, Zidane. Hey, what's up? Do we know this person? Wait a minute. You forgot my name? No, I remember. You're Helga, right? Wrong. Christine? No. Oh, yeah. You used to live next door to me. How's it going? Rachel? Man, you've really gotten big. You nasty little... Oh my god. This guy. Come on, I'm just kidding. You know I never forget a pretty girl's name. Oh, her name is Freya. She's 21. Oh, she is the only left-handed character we've come across so far. And she's Burmesian, which is weird. She almost has like a wolf-like face. And then like a rat tail. That's kind of cool. Freya, Burmesian. Are there any other Burmesians in any other Final... Excuse me. In any other Final Fantasy games, I wonder? I don't think I've come across one before. So, how have you been, Freya? Same old Zidane. How long has it been? About 3 years. Hey, did you ever find out anything about your boyfriend? No. So, what brings you to Lindblom? The Festival of the Hunt. What else? It's a good opportunity to test my skills. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll find him someday. Aren't you participating? Nah, I think I'll pass. Lazy bum. Are you ever gonna go back? I have no reason to return to Burmesia. There's nothing there for me anymore. There's nothing there for me anymore. My emphasis wasn't great there. Intonation wasn't great. So how is the queen? Is she still as vibrant as ever? Yes, but since father died, mother has been acting very strangely. I'm not surprised. They loved each other so much. We haven't spoken much lately. Also, a suspicious man has been prowling around the castle. I don't know what's going on anymore. I fear that she might be planning something terrible. I've brought this matter to everybody's attention, but no one has taken me seriously. They all think I'm distraught over losing father. I understand why you're so eager. I'm happy that you came to me for help. At this point, I think you're the only person Mother will listen to. When I heard that Lindblom's theater ship was coming to Alexandria, I decided to sneak on board and come here, no matter what. I just never expected the crew to kidnap me. It was me. I was the one who ordered Tantalus to kidnap you. Oh, plot twist. Huh. On the wrong syllable. Yeah, that thing. You sure? That's what I meant to say. People used to lousy food usually don't like high-class food because they developed a taste for it, like TV dinners and stuff. Yeah, for sure. I think it's really interesting because, yeah, your taste buds do change. And then plus, a lot of times for like lower class food, they give you like larger portions and stuff, so it fills you up more. It's all about filling up. Whereas for rich people, it's not about filling up your stomach, it's more about the experience and the enjoyment of the food and making sure it tastes good and things like that. See-doo-doo! Good to see you. Happy Friday! Hope you're having a good one so far. I once promised your father, that should anything happen, I would protect you. We've known about the disturbances in Alexandria for some time. But had we acted directly, it would have started a war. So I asked Baku for help. He and I go way back. The clay was the perfect cover to enter Alexandria and get you out. No one would suspect Lindblom was behind it. We were forced to take action because we knew Alexandria would never seek our help. I'm relieved we were able to get you here. At the village of Dali, we saw numerous black mages. They look like golems, controlled by some powerful magic. On top of that, they were being created under Alexandria's supervision. I don't know how they're related to Vivi, but if Mother is planning to use them for war, we won't let that happen. Even if she were to command an army of black mages, she won't make a move as long as we have our airship fleet. Don't worry, quack quack. Everything will be fine. I'm so sorry, Uncle. Now, come on, don't be so formal. I'm helping you because I'm your Uncle Sid, not because I am the regent of Lindblom. Thank you so much. What is this place? Oh, like plum? You say Lindblom and not Lindblom? A knife and a dupe. The quantity makes up for the calorie deficiency and vitamin deficiency, yeah, due to the lower quality of food use, yeah. So they're looking like it made sense that Zidane was like, I'm not full at all. You win then. The heart and soul of Lindblom. Our airship dock. This is dock number 1, where we conduct our research work. But where are the airships? Lonely, isn't it? We had a new airship modeled in here about 6 months ago. It was our latest creation. It didn't require a mist to fly. The man who attacked you, was he the one who ran off with it? Who would guess? But no, actually, I met a lovely lady at the pub. Oh no. When Hilda found out about my little affair, she used her magic and turned me into a dog love. Oh my gosh. His wife did it. It wasn't someone random at all. That's fantastic. Like, really? Your wife did this to you? I do feel bad for him. A little bit. Oh no. Are pretty much what's bad for you and makes you feel. Oh yeah, for sure, Rochi, for sure. The Batman. Oh, how did you enjoy it? I really liked it, but I know some people think it's too slow. I enjoyed the pacing. I thought it was a solid movie, for sure. Then she stormed off in the new airship, which I named Hildegard. Pretty ironic, eh? I hit my elbow on my desk. She hasn't been back since what? I've been working on Hildegard too, but it hasn't been going too well. My mind just isn't the same as an Uglop. I'm hopeless. But that doesn't mean I can't help you. I'll do my best for Alexandria. Thank you. But with Southgate badly damaged, I don't know how we can get to Alexandria. Don't worry. Southgate is being repaired as we speak. Once the repairs are finished, we'll go to Alexandria. Yes, I'm sure Mother will finally open her eyes to the truth. Uncle, is something wrong? No, I was just thinking about how the theater ship crashed. Baku sure has good men working under him. Good morning. You're up early. Lindblom is a really busy. Lindblom is really a busy place. I've never seen this many people before. I wonder where people go if they want to be alone. Lindblum's always been like this. People come here from all over the world. Some of them come here to become airship engineers, sculptors, actors. Wow. I don't even remember why I came here my first time. Before I knew it, I was living here with my Tantalus brothers. Do they still live here? Yeah, our hideout is in the theater district. I'm gonna go there right now. Yeah, why can't I talk right now? I'm gonna go there right now. Do you want to come along? That's okay. I'm gonna go look around town. Okay, then I'll give you a little tour. No, that's okay. I can go by myself. Oh, okay. Go find yourself a cute girl, alright? This man and his cute girl. Teach me, Mogster. Oh, my first synthesis lesson. Okay. Let's do this. Hey, bro. What are you gonna teach me today? Lots of neat stuff. Today I'm gonna talk about the synthesis shop. Bum, bum, bum. There are synthesis shops. You can combine stuff. You just need 2 items and some gil. And the amount of money pay is varied. The ogre needs 2 Meg mashers. Meg. Did I really just say Meg? Mage. Mage mashers. 2 mage mashers. Desert boots. Leather hat, leather shirt. That's cool. If you haven't been to a synthesis shop yet, go check out the one in Lindblum. Oh, speaking of synthesis, I'll tell you a big secret. Long ago, I heard rumors there's a legendary synthesist who can create the best items. But I don't know where he lives, or what he looks like. Come on. I know, Meg. What? My brain. Oh, Rochi. I hope he doesn't get kidnapped again. That'd be so sad. You watched The Superior? Batman movie? Me too. What do you think is superior? Oh, Sonic Punch. Dude, what? Wingless bat with spines. Oh. This is where you stopped your game? Oh, whoa, wait, you mean at this point in the game? What? Oh, Vivi? No. I've just been trying to give Vivi the little kid voice. It'd be weird if he was a little kid and English. Especially now, all of a sudden. Okay. Oh. Hi there. Mood on. There's a letter for Zidane. Dane. Ooh, from Ruby. Ain't y'all coming back to Alexandria? I'm so lonely. Just kidding. I'm opening a little theater in an alley here. A bartender pal of mine is quitting the saloon and getting into showbiz. He asked me to help. Well, at least she found some work. We did abandon her. Your friend is starting a mini theater? Sounds like fun, Koopa. This guy's name is Mogoon. Oh, I got all of my saves in this one. Now we're in slot 2. That's so brilliant. No. I didn't say that at all, dupe. I said changing Vivi's accent now would be weird because we're like 10 hours in. Yeah, see, we're 10 hours in. Oh, thank you for the host, you guys. Both Dupe and Sadodu. I'm not backpedaling. You just misheard me. What is this? A Bobo bird statue. Bobo birds are symbols of good fortune, according to an Olgan myth. The founder of this inn bought the statue, and it has been passed down for generations. Okay. Bobo bird. Comments and suggestions. The room was terrible. Also that thing crying, "Kabo, kabo, kept me up all night. Throw him out, ASAP. Or I'm never coming back." Oh my gosh. Someone had some complaints about the Moogle. That's unfortunate. I know. My goodness, Lonnie. Small town night in a big city. Oh goodness, Steiner. Here we go. What's he got going on? What a huge town. I'm completely lost. But pardon me. Jeez, you're just awful funny. I'm Captain Adalbert Steiner of Alexandria, and I humbly request your assistance to get back to the castle. That's a new one. Nice try, but I don't date bums. He was asking directions. Did this woman not listen to anything he just said? You should really scrape that rust off. It's disgusting. Well? Huh?
Do you always strike out that badly? I think you'll need a new line. A little shine wouldn't hurt either.
What are these things?
They're called Gissel Pickles. They're one of Lindblom's delicacies. Do you want to try one?
It smells terrible.
The worse they smell, the better they taste.
I guess I'll try one.
Not my cabbages. Oh my, even the locals don't eat them in one bite.
Phew, but you're right. They are good. It's almost like were you just trying to make her feel better about it? Bitter melon. Oh, ampalaya. No, thank you. No ampalaya, please. Ampalaya is not my cup of tea. Marsha! I'm sorry.
Papa's airship fighter is so cool. When I grow up, I'm gonna fly with Papa.
I kind of wanted to talk to this other lady. Papa should be back soon.
I can't wait.
Oh, cabs are amazing. Back in the old days, we had to walk all the way to the theater district. I don't think I could ever walk that far anymore. I'd probably croak if I did. Poor guy. At least he knows his limits, I guess. Ha! We haven't done this at all today. Yeah, let's play a little... Would you like to play a game? Oh, wait, hold on. How do I... I like my lizard man. But I also, this is the only one I have that has different numbers on it. The Sahagin. Okay. The 1P10. This is the only one that isn't Opu Omu. I don't know what the rest of the things mean. But that's fine, I guess. Probably. Maybe. Well, why don't we make this guy? It's like a little side guy. Maybe. Why do I have to go first? Oh, really? But really? Oh, that didn't combo together? Oh. I thought it might. I guess not. I have two of the same skeleton guys. I didn't realize. Whoops. Ah. Come on now. No! How did we lose that? That's not fair. Oh, which one should I choose? Okay, maybe this one? Does that do anything? No! Oh, they stole my goblin. Stealing all my cards. Now I gotta win. I'm like, no. I still don't get it. I'm still trying to figure out this stupid game. Dang it! I'm so bad at this. No! Why do I keep losing? This is not good. Why? Aw. Come on now. But then he'd get me. On that side. I feel like I need more instructions for this game. They give you like little tidbits. So I don't know what the numbers mean yet. Hey, I won. Give me my stuff back. Oh, it won't let me take my other card back. That's mean. I don't have any of these things, but I kind of want this one because it has more arrows. Yeah, I don't really understand this just yet. They didn't. Yeah, I mean, they told me what the numbers meant, but they didn't tell me what the letters meant yet. Like, there was that one lady who was like, the front number is like attack and the back number is defense. But then she didn't know what the P or the M meant. Yeah. Rochi. It is, yeah, I don't, they haven't given me enough instructions on the card game just yet. And not the good, that's true, Rochi, yeah. At least it wasn't the one that actually had numbers on it. How good at this when you watched him the other day? Oh, really, Green Crayon? You got acceptable. Oh. After you looked up a Tetra Master Guide? Oh. Well done. I thought I was gonna sneeze again. It didn't happen. It was like a second tutorial that I got, or not even a tutorial, it was a lady I asked. And the lady told me about the numbers on the cards at a shop over in Dolly. But that's it. I still don't know what the letters mean. Yeah, like the duels and stuff are weird. It's magic. That might be it. I don't know. We'll just have to wait until the game tells us. Final Fantasy VIII has a great card game with a forgettable JRPG attached. Oh. Yeah, the original tutorial does not teach you what the numbers mean. True that. Junior. I haven't played Triple Triad. Like I have cards for it that I earned in Final Fantasy XIV, but I haven't ever played it in the Gold Saucer. I haven't played that. I haven't done any of the Chocobo racing. I haven't done any Mahjong. There's so much to the Gold Saucer that I've just haven't even attempted. This year's festival is gonna be awesome. Who do you think's gonna win? I'm putting my money on Ivan. Yeah, he's good, but I heard a female Dragon Knight's participating this year. I'll bet you 2 cheeseburgers Ivan's gonna win. Okay, you're out. 2 whole cheeseburgers. Vivi's shopping. Oh.
Wow, this nut smells really good. I think I'll buy one. This place has a lot of unusual things. Is this food? It looks good. It looks like the sesame buns that Grandpa used to make. Alice's Item Shop Festival of the Hunt sale ends today. Wow, there's gonna be a festival? Hi, I wanna buy this.
Oh, are you friends with the Moogles?
Huh?
That item is called a Koopa Nut. Koopa Nuts are Moogle's favorite food.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think that's the last one. Go ahead, honey. It's on me.
Really?
Thank you.
What is this Festival of the Hunt like?
Well, we let a bunch of animals loose and...
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of animals. Sounds like fun. Thank you.
Oh, they go and kill those animals. It's a hunt, Vivi. What's so fun about fighting savage beasts? Wait a minute. Did I say animals again? You did, Alice. You said animals. Poor Vivi. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Sin what? What did I miss there? Cool. Quist is what? I never would. Yeah, Rochi, I agree. Triple Triad's fun. I'll have to try it someday. Any of the games in Final Fantasy 14, they confused you. Oh, Green Crayon. Yeah, I've done like the little table. Excuse me, some of the little table battles. And I like doing the little timed event things that they have going on at the Gold Saucer to participate in. But other than that, I haven't tried any of the other stuff. Kupona? They did. They did, dude. Alice is a derp. Did I say cuddle creatures again instead of savage beasts? My bad. Oh, Caracol, right. Oh, okay, Sin. Yeah, I was like, I have no idea who this request is. What? Good day. Good day. I don't want to go anywhere right now. Hold on. Who's this? Transportation sure has come a long way. When I was young, we used to ride chocobos. They were much slower than these air cabs. It used to take at least an hour to get to the theater district. Are you challenging me? I really wish it did like a Pokemon fight themed thing there. Are you challenging me? I challenge you! Like a little exclamation point pop up above her head. Oh, you're approaching me? What is it, dearie? Ah, no. Hey! Oh no. Ah, gosh dang it. Come on now. Which one should I use? Yay! We did it! Ha! Yeah. Omo. Opo. Omo! Oh yeah, I didn't have any zombies. Cool. For the next 3 days, aircabs will operate on the Festival of the Hunt schedule. Aircab management. Would you like to know more? Of Starship. I need to rewatch Starship Troopers. Honestly, it's probably been over a decade since I've seen it. All I can think of are like the big bugs. Caracol. Okay. Well, I did say that I was going to the theater district, so that's where we're gonna go. stair cabs are convenient, but I wish they looked more stylish. It looks so mundane, just like everything else in this town. Really? You want to play me? Yes. This guy, he's new. And then that guy. Okay. Yeah. Let's go here. What in the zip? Just excuse you. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh, hold on. Let me get you guys some hypes and hearts and chat. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid, Paint with Jade. It's so nice to meet you. My name's Luna. I'm a variety streamer. Were you doing some art today, or are you working on some Final Fantasy IX as well? So nice to meet you. Don't be afraid. Drink your Jaderade. I love your raid message. Welcome on in, raiders. Oh, Alan JLA and Gleom, thank you so much for joining in. It's nice to have you guys. Oh, you're doing some just chatting. Nice. Welcome on in. I'm also an artist as well. I do oil paintings, digital paintings, emotes, all the panels and graphics you see on stream. That's me. Alan JLA and Paint with Jade, thank you guys so much for the follows as well. Hold on. Even more hypes and hearts. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Roach, you are not. Get out of town. It took you like 45. Hey, photo editing is not easy, Rochi. Oh, a bit of sculpting. Oh, dang, nice. What do you sculpt with? Like clay or... I don't know. I only took a couple of like I took like one 3D design class and one 3D like media class. Yeah, I didn't do too much 3D stuff. I've done 3D modeling, but when it comes to like actual sculpture, I never went in depth with those. If I had pursued like a BFA, then I would have had to take sculpture classes. But I swerved that. It's not normal for you though. Oh, what do you normally do? Oil paint is bae. Yes. I'm actually getting back into some oil paints. I'm really excited about it. I got 2 new tubes of paint as well, like a brilliant turquoise and a really nice violet color. I'm so excited. Digital paintings. Oh yeah, I've made some green crayon emotes as well. Oh yeah, I like all the things, Alan JLA. I am a geek of everything. Almost everything. Just slapping photos next to each other and putting text on it. Again, like if you don't know the program, sometimes that can be really difficult to figure out. Yeah, I'd be horrible at sculpting. Digital for studies, sketching mostly, acrylic and oil for traditional painting. Yay! Oh, I do that as well. I do like the acrylic base layer because it dries real quick. And then after that, I go on top with the oil painting. Yay! A fellow person who does it that way. It's just quicker that way. The 3D modeling programs are so intimidating to you. Actually, Blender is really great. There are some fantastic tutorials out there. It's what I learned on, and yeah, I think you do great at it, honestly. Okay, I have got to win this. Give me back my cards. See, that's where I get confused, because I got those two, but why didn't I get the bomb one? It was connected. I'm so confused about this game. I don't understand it at all. Oh. No. Oh, hey. Got that one at least. Maybe some of these. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna win against this bomb. I'm still gonna try it. Oh no, I didn't win against the bomb. Oh no, my flan. Card minigame. Yeah, Crimson Redneck. Isn't this the most riveting gameplay? Sorry, I try to play some of this card game thing when it pops up. I don't have any more flan. So sad. Give me my flan back, please. I want my flan back. But yeah, this game, I'm not good at it. I'm just trying my best. Ah! If you could tell. Can you tell I'm not great at this right now? Oh no. Really? I'm just giving this person all of my cards. That's great. So great. I don't know. That one? Hey! I did something. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, but this one has one attack, so I feel like it might murder me. I'm still gonna try. Okay, flan, please. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Look at us go. We did it. Perfect. Oh, that means I get all their cards, right? Yes. That's awesome. Oh yeah, card mini games. They're pretty fun, for sure. Used GIMP. Okay, so GIMP isn't a 3D modeling. GIMP is more of a like photo editing software like Photoshop and stuff. Oh, you were still talking about your photo editing stuff. Yeah, GIMP can be really complicated just because if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you'll have to Google like every single tiny thing. Like, what tool do I use? How do I add text? What is this? What is this? What is that? Because I've done that before, back when I was small bean. Just trying to figure out digital art for the first time. I, of course, didn't have the money for Photoshop, and I downloaded GIMP. And I quickly exited out because I was like, I don't know how to make this work. I didn't figure out photo editing software until I was in school. This game still makes zero sense to you. I mean, some of it makes sense. Some of it's like... It's not just about the arrows and where the arrows are pointing. It's the numbers, and it's like the how do I get the combo things, and there's just more that it needs to explain to you, you know? All the extra hours to learn it, yeah. I mean, but that's the same, Crimson Redneck, for any software, any Adobe software. If I am new to it, even though I know some of the shortcuts that I can use on my keyboard, they transfer over to some different programs, it's like learning a whole new thing, because it is a whole new thing. It's a different software, it has different abilities, it has different everything. It takes hours and hours, so I feel you. Isn't as intuitive as Triple Triad, but you don't understand the general hate on it. Oh, there's a lot of hate on this game? Maybe because they don't give you all the instructions. Yeah, GIMP is like free Photoshop, for sure. Like, even me, like, I went through some Adobe tutorials that they have included within the software, and oh, you know what? Our lovely, lovely person, Paint with Jade, said that they had to get some lurking in. Because your dog is going bananas. Oh my goodness. Let me give you some lurk emotes. Thankfully, my dog doesn't go too bananas. Sometimes he runs up to me and he begs for attention, but that's about it. Sometimes it goes rogue and does whatever it wants. I haven't watched all the Ghost in the Shell series, but I'm gonna say something that'll really disappoint you. And I did watch the movie, that live action movie that the US did. I watched that. I hear it was not an accurate representation of the show at all. Oh. Well, that makes sense, Richard. Maybe. I mean, I don't think there are base stats. I think what you see on the card is what you get. So they give you the numbers on it, and those are the stats, I guess? I don't know. To learn the rest of it just by observing what happens in the games. I still get so confused. Even when I'm observing, though, I'm like, why did that not combo into that one, you know? Yeah, 30 hours on GIMP just to change a logo text to, I thought what I'd do was I'd make a cream cheese and Vegemite sandwich. I thought what I'd do is I'd make cream and cheese Vegemite sandwich. Sandwich. Yeah, I can't do an Australian accent. Australian accent. Oh, see, I think the battle numbers are randomized. At least that's what it feels like. I'm in the middle of work, but I'll play. Yes. I must challenge everyone to a duel. Would you like to play a card game? Oh, this one has attack. Hold on. Give me this one. No, not that one. This one. Do I have any new ones? Oh, this one has attack as well, but... Oh, it also has really good defense. I don't really like it. This one has whoa! This one has a lot of defense. And this one has some defense. I'm gonna use it. It does, Crimson Redneck. I have a hard time figuring out how to do the... Australian's difficult for me. British is a little bit easier. I haven't watched enough, like, Australian TV or heard enough of the Australian accent to really figure it out just yet. Well, I have 1 attack, but he has 10 defense. Hey! Gosh, dang it! Bye! My dragon has good defense. Should that... No. It's not put anything there. I could put my flan over here. And no one would bother it. Hey, look at that. Look at us go. Hey, I almost got like a full clear. I want your dragon. Oh, no, because it only has one arrow. Maybe I don't want your dragon. This one has the most arrows. I'm gonna grab a Sahagi. I know, Sin, but I haven't heard... I have to listen to like a show. It can't just... I have to listen to multiple people continuously speak in that way for me to figure it out. It can't just be like instanced experiences with like one person, you know? Or even just a couple people. I have to like watch a show. You can't do American accents. Yeah, it's difficult. Talk with a lot of Australians. The best thing is when they turn one-syllable words into two. Oh, well, I've seen them shorten a lot of things, not like make them longer. Oh no, Nathan, I attempted one a second ago and it was not good. It was not good at all. Air cabs servicing 4 districts. Okay, we already knew that. I'm on the lookout for some chests. Or some fallen money. Ooh, steam engine. Okay. What's this about? I'm lost again. Where is the princess? The town is big, the castle is big. Why does everything have to be so big? That's what she said. Pardon me, can you tell me where I am? What? You're lost? Gee, you're a soldier for crying out loud. This is the bridge that connects the castle and the airship docks. That big building in front of us houses the docks. What is that large airship? Amazing, isn't it? It's the Hildegard 2. Since it is equipped with a steam engine, developed by the regent himself, it can fly without mist. Impossible. How can it fly without being powered by mist? What cave did you just crawl out of? This is the age of steam power. The source of steam power is water. It's much safer than mist. A bright future awaits us all. Crimson Reddick, oh my gosh. But it would be horrible. It's such my Australian accent's so bad. I did. It went more British. It's difficult. Whenever I try to attempt certain accents, sometimes it sinks more into British again, and I'm like, oh no. And again, it's just because I haven't heard Australian people talk enough. Esteem and see, like I was just now, I was thinking about how to say Rochi's message with an Australian accent, and even in my brain it sunk into British, and I was like, that's not right. I hit a Discord call. It's Blue Sue. Yeah, no, like I watch the Monolith all the time. The thing is, like I said, it's because I have to watch a show. It can't just be listening to one person all the time. I have to hear multiple people speak in that way, you know? Same with like Japanese. It was easier for me to pick up how to say certain Japanese things or even Korean things, just because I watched a lot of anime and like K-dramas and stuff. The card game is really popular right now, especially in the theater district. Almost everyone here plays, right? Spending all my time playing. I don't even know what I get for playing this game all the time. Like, do I even get a reward? I don't even know. I've just been playing the game because I wanted to play it. Ooh, well done. And then maybe this guy. Yeah. Okay. Let's try my best. We're getting there. There's only 36 people in Australia. Nathan, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Rochi. I don't think Steiner's ever been to like the big city. He's only seen what Alexandria's done. It's easy. Well, I mean, a lot of Australians know each other, you've come to find out. Oh, I have not come to find that out at all. Like, all of the Australian people I meet on here have never heard of each other. Until I, like, tell them. Like, I know, like, they've never met each other in real life, at least. Or come across each other on Twitch. When it's not the wildlife killing you, it's your neighbors. What? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stick to defense. And then... Ooh, this one does have better attack. Ah! What? Well, that was unfortunate. Haha! Okay, sorry. I just got really excited. Aw, I didn't get the last one. See, I don't understand the combos. See, I got that one, but then that one didn't connect over to that one. Whatever. At least I still won. It's still one. I'm calling it a win. This one has a lot of arrows. None of them have stats. But this one has a lot of arrows. Now you're more confused. You read about how this game works and it made you more confused. That doesn't bode well. I mean, I love math, but I can't figure out what these things do just yet. Old man. Rochi. I mean, that'd be some pretty incredible technology of the time, for sure. Dupe, is that a copy pasta? Of what the first number does and where some of the numbers popping up comes from. Just a little? Oh, yeah, I mean, same. Crimson Redneck, same. My wife is a crazy LOL fan. I tell you, she acts like a child when she talks about him. Hell's Lowell. I'm just a big fan, that's all. But my husband gets so jealous. Thump, 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 thump. Oh. So many people want to play Triple Triad, I'm sorry. But again, chat, this is an honest question. Does this matter? I mean, like, am I making a difference playing Triple Triad, or am I just wasting time here? I'm not quite sure. I need some things with stats. I mean, maybe this guy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, maybe replace this guy here? I'm just trying to find a good place for him, I don't know. What? I had more attack! I don't understand. Why does it do this? See, that comboed. But I don't know how to make the other stuff do that. Yeah, I'll figure it out someday, I guess. Today is not that day, though. No! Oh, is it gonna be a draw? Because I don't have anywhere else to put this card. Except here. Oh, I won! Hey! I still won! I don't know, I have so many of these ones. Look at this guy. You think I'd understand it? Maybe. I definitely don't go outside, right? One day, oh, Nathan. I mean, it'll probably be quite a few years from now because we're still figured out where to just live right now. But one day, my husband and I would love to visit New Zealand and Australia. So I'll visit you one day. One day. Somebody had a small number of groceries delivered. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that was for the other day. Sins dilemma. And it has no story impact. This is just like 100%ing thing. Oh my god. There is... Okay, so I've just been wasting time then. Okay. I like to come here and feed the pigeons. I like to apparently waste time that I didn't know I was wasting until just now. It was literally wasted. Wonderful. Yeah, good thing I asked you guys, or I would have kept playing freaking Tetra against everybody. 50th annual Lindblom exhibit. This year's winner gets to paint on the church's walls. Hello there. Aspiring artist Michael. I'm looking forward to the festival. I'm gonna use the festival as the theme for my next painting. You go for it, bro. You get this. I believe in you. I know, right, Nathan? So many years. Oh, yeah. Well, someday, we're gonna meet up. Be it here or over there. Vivian1, so good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good one so far. I mean, yeah. No, yeah, I didn't want anyone to tell me, which is why I finally asked chat. I was like, so, am I just wasting time here? And it turned out I was. Lucky Color and Company. We deliver lucky to you every day. Wasn't our lucky color like white? I think it said. I figured there wouldn't be anybody here. It looks like no one's been here for a while. What to do? Well, there's plenty of unopened chests around you that we could, you know, sift through if you'd like. It's part of the game. Oh yeah, part of the whole experience, for sure. Freezing your character stats doesn't impact the story. Is it a waste? Oh yeah, okay, you're right. It wasn't a waste of time. It's just, I don't need to play it. I look like a mix of Beetlejuice and Wednesday Addams? Do I really? It works all. Well, as long as it works. Whoa, that is bright pink, Nathan. Well, it's kind of like, it's not bright, it's like, I would say it's more of a lighter pink. Yeah. Don't need to get out of town. Oh yeah, Caracol, no worries. Jeez, it's that late already. I wonder what Dagger's doing. What can I do? Oh, here we go. A bell's ringing. A performance in the theater district must have ended just now. Is there anything you need, Your Highness? No, thank you. I'm thinking of going outside and having a look around. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but we cannot grant this request. Right now, there are many people coming to Lindblom for the Festival of the Hunt. Therefore, things are quite chaotic in the town, making security rather difficult. Also, very few people know of your presence here. It's for your own safety. Please understand. Okay, I understand. I can't stand sitting around like this. I didn't come here to be protected. I just want to help Mother. BB1. He's just out and about somewhere. Doing his own thing. Figuring out that their airships go off of steam now instead of mist. Oh, you want like hot pink. It doesn't look hot pink to me. Does it look hot pink to anybody else? I feel like you need to go just a little bit more towards the red. Or does it look hot pink to other people? I don't know. It's kind of important and not in a story way. Card games, 99%. Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, the stripes. I like stripes. Stripes are nice. Sin. Get out, John.
There he is. I told you he'd be here. Why didn't you tell us that you were back? We're in Tantalus too, you know.
What?
Yeah. Uncle Baku said if we find some treasure, we can be in Tantalus too. Yeah, check this out.
Wow, those are Trick Sparrow's wings. That sure is some treasure you found, all right.
Yay! Yippee! So, did the plan work?
Yeah, Princess Garnet is at the castle.
Really? Wow. So what's she like? Is she cute? Did you ask her out yet?
No, I think she's pretty busy. Plus, she's a princess and I'm a, so I don't know.
I bet she misses you. Yeah, you should go see her. Good luck. See ya.
I wonder if she got to talk to Sid. Maybe I should go see her. Oh my goodness, what is this? Test announce? What? A demonic voice? Oh my gosh, BB&1. It's too late. I didn't see it in time. I'm sorry. Oh no, Zidon's. I mean, I guess he is a kid. I mean, she wanted to be kidnapped. And the regent asked us to, so is it really kidnapping? I mean, kidnapping just doesn't normally have such a voluntary aspect to it, you know? That's the excuse you used to shove a ride. No. Oh, a mini Burmecia. Burmecia? Burmecia. Is that supposed to be a doll of that lady we just met? Baku and his crew. Oh, hey! How are they doing? Man, we've got to figure out how to save Blank if we can. Oh.
True.
Phew, that tasted good. I can't believe we found a way out of the evil forest before it got petrified.
It's all thanks to our bro, who pointed out the river before we took the nap to Zidane. What do we do now, boss? We gotta save our brother.
You're right. But first, we'll let the guys outside drink some water from the lake. Senna, bring them over. Hey, about Blank. I think it's better that Evil Forest stays petrified.
Are you serious?
Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying this out of concern for our safety.
Then why?
I'm sure he wouldn't want to be saved if it meant Evil Forest was going to be restored too.
You're right.
We gotta start looking. There's gotta be another way to cure his petrification somehow. We ain't too late. We gotta do what we can.
I gotcha, boss.
Hey, Senna, what are you doing over there?
What is Senna doing over here? This looks like he's like creepily staring me down. According to the Empire, yes. It's kidnapping with perks. I don't know. I just feel like he'd have more of like a weaselly voice, Senna, you know? Oh my gosh, Rochi, no!
This spring water might make some good coffee. I'll get the fixins.
Do I gotta remind you what happens to members who don't listen to their boss?
No, please, not that. I'll bring everyone over right now.
What's that? Member number 28. She's late. What's Marissa doing? Oh, hell. No. Okay. Is this Marissa? What's up, Marissa? You just missed her. Member number 36. You're gonna go see Lowell too, right? I mean, sure. You know, I'm not surprised. Even if I were a guy, I'd still be in his fan club. He's so great. Oh, gosh. Oh, they're members of a fan club. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Fugert Memorial Theater. Is it Fugert or Fwegert? Fwegert. I'm sticking to it. Fwegert. We proudly present Moogle Wannabe 2, performed by Zalwick's Company, the company that gave us stellar rendition of I Wish I Were Chocobo. Lowell Bridges plays Ubobo. 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 Oh. Sold out. Aww. I wonder if he'll eat my cookies. Oh, Lowell, I can't believe it's Torrens today. Stop pushing. Hey, who are you? Who am I? I'm Zidane of Tantalus, the greatest bandit in the world. Have you ever heard of him? No. Go away. Stop bothering us. Ouch. Hurry up. Where's Lowell? How much longer do we have to wait? Please, he'll be here in a minute. Hold my hand, Lowell! Oh my god! Hi, everyone. Hold my hand, Lowell, I love you, kiss me! What's so special about him? Thanks. I love you guys. See you all again.
Ouch! Damn, I can't see a thing.
The huge Moogle.
Thank you for coming to see Moogle Wannabe 2. Kaboom! We don't care about you and your stupid show. We came to see Lowell.
Phew. Hey, you're... No, I'm not. Yeah. Oh my god. Who was that? Poor guy. Stop being popular. I should know. Oh, was that Lowell in the Moogle costume? No, that wasn't Lowell, because he just passed the Moogle. Who was that guy? A mod with my voiceovers. Oh, that's honestly such a compliment. Thank you so much. I don't know if it would sell, but I'm certainly having fun with it. Moogle on a V2 shimmer. You were like, what?
I wonder if he'll eat my cookies.
Oh my gosh. Bandit, right. I mean, don't bandits do kidnapping, don't they? Oh, at the start of Final Fantasy X, yeah.
We were supposed to meet here. Where is she?
Oh, well, she's gone. She left you because you were taking too long.
A big Moogle just walked by heading towards the station.
He looked kind of dizzy. Let's figure out. Big Moogle, who are you? Where did he go? Where did he go? No, I didn't see a big Moogle. Well, dang, I missed something. Hold on. Did you see a big Moogle? Did you see a large? Did you see a large Moogle, Mr. Pigeon Man? No. Where the heck did he go? Oh, here he is. Aha! He was in the large Moogle costume. Don't mind me. I must have misseen that scene. Misseen that scene. Oh my gosh, Rochi, no. No. Oh, BBN1, I appreciate it. What we up to? Finding this guy. Ooh, that sounds like a really awesome meal. Blue Zoo, yeah. Hiding in the closet with Tom Cruise. Okay. You were at the theater. Oh, please, don't tell anyone about this. Please, I'll give you this. Thanks as always, Michael. Jeez, I can't finish my painting with you bothering me every day. Come on, forget about the painting. Let's work together. You can express your artistic talents on stage, too. Don't ever compare your acting with my art. If you're done with your business, get out of here. Fine. What a waste of talent. I wouldn't get involved with him if I were you. I got an autograph. Should I give it to this lady? No? Okay. Well, she was such a big fan. Okay, hold on. What if I give the autograph to, like, the leader of the fan club? What happens then? Can I do that? Is that possible? Or can I give it to this lady who was abandoned? No? Okay. Oh, no one wants to talk to me. Okay, well. Fine then, you don't get an autograph. Have fun with that. Yeah, I need to try and watch some South Park. Oh, yeah. I don't keep up with it. I just watch certain specials that I enjoy watching. You know, like the MMO episode and just the Towley episodes are always good. Don't forget to bring a towel. Wanna get high? Business district, industrial district. We were already at Lindblom Castle, weren't we? I guess we'll go to the business district now? I'm just wandering around, honestly. Hello. Good day. Good day. Oh, wait, no. Is this where we came from? This is where we came from. Whoops. My bad. It's fine, though, because I got it. Oh, wait. Who is this?
Hey, Papa, where did you fly today?
Just over the border.
Really? How was Southgate?
It was bad. I think it'll take a while to repair it. But we can go safe with the Moogle. I love that one message, though, that was like, I couldn't go to sleep with all the kapow kapow.
Uradel.
Is your go-to insult for 29 years. Vivian, nice. Ooh. Like the haystack from Conker's Bad Shumarai. Yeah, I went the wrong way, but that's fine. Because like I said, I need to save at a Moogle anyway, because we are at about our ending time, you guys. But I think we got pretty far. I think we've made some good progress every stream that we've played this. Probably because I have been mostly on time.